exactly 9 years ago, in 2014, February 21st, we had a program in New Delhi, in the New Delhi International Book Fair, which was the first program of all of us coming together. We formed a small movement called Movement for Multilingual India. It happened exactly 9 years before. So I saw the Facebook reminded me it happened in those days. And in the very first event in New Delhi, 7 languages were represented and Kosli was one among them. And that's the beginning of a relation with Saket Sahu. And we start work with Dr. Deepak Pawar, then Yokesh, later Dr. Gorga Chatterjee and his representative Kaushik is here, and Kundan and others. Today I see the representatives of Gondi, Binjal, Munda and Mundari and other languages, and this is the real success of the language movement in India today. So essentially, what is the objective of CLEAR? Campaign for Language Equality and Rights. The short name is CLEAR. What is the objective of CLEAR? Why was it started? There are 2 simple words in the name of the organization: equality and rights. Equality of languages and equality of, there is a rights of the languages. So basically, when we talk about equality, in principle, we want all languages to be treated equal constitutionally and legally, politically, in any other manner. Equalities mean equality. There is no other meaning to it. So, if Hindi or Tamil or Bangla or Gujarati or Kosli, Odia, Binjal, whatever be the name of the languages, against Constitution, in front of Constitution, these languages should be treated equally. That's the first principle. So what is right? The very important words. When we speak about rights, human rights and other rights. So what is right for languages? So when you talk about the languages in India, our leaders say, no, we are treating all languages are equal. All Indian languages are equal. We are not discriminating against any language. This is what the stock answer from any leader if you ask them a question. But if the languages are equal, do you have the equal rights? So in the parliament or in when we are writing examination in a union government job, do Hindi people and Tamil people have same rights? When Sakitya Academy is giving awards, do Marathi and Kosali have same rights? Even within Tamil Nadu, if the government of Tamil Nadu issues some language related measures or some programs, is Tamil and Badugu is treated equally? Do they have the same rights? So when it comes to rights, we do not have same rights. But the leaders say, or the Supreme Court say, or the Constitution says, we are equal. When the rights are not equal, how can we will be equal? This is a major question. So in India, I think we can differentiate the problems of languages into 3. In 2015, when we had the first conference in Chennai, where the CLEAR takes into shape, we issued a statement called Chennai Declaration of Language Rights. So we differentiated 3 different types of languages in India. The languages which are already recognized in the Schedule 8 of Indian Constitution, and mostly the languages we have this official status in different states. Languages like Tamil, Kannada, Odia, Bengali, etc. They have a set of problems. Then there are another some 40 languages, mostly listed under Sitagandha Mahaputra report, languages including Kosali. These languages have another set of problems. Then there are other hundreds of languages, mostly in the central India and the northeast, languages like Binjal, doesn't have even a very small support from these governments. So there are 3 different types of languages. Some languages already got, just like the society, it has so many varnas, right? So some languages are in the top and some languages are in the bottom. It doesn't related to the number of people. Some languages with less number of people also get the very big status. Some languages spoken by 4 crore or 5 crores of people like Bhojpuri doesn't. So this is a big problem. So the 3 separate categories of languages have 3 separate set of problems, but the only way to address all the problems are in the basis of language equality and language rights. So let us come to the second set of languages, because this program mainly organized for the rights of non-scheduled languages. Even the very word non-scheduled, it is very difficult for me to digest that word. Can anywhere in the world we will be having this kind of listing of scheduled languages and non-scheduled languages, recognized languages and non-recognized languages? That's a pathetic thing. I remember in the beginning of the movement, when I was in Delhi, I visited Saketya Academy office for some other purpose, where they displayed the books published by them in different shelves. In one shelf, it's called unrecognized languages. That's the name of the shelf. The other shelves are Marathi, Tamil, Hindi, Bengali, Odia and all. The one shelf is called unrecognized languages. So the unrecognized languages do not even have names. Under these unrecognized languages, they mainly stacked the books of Santhali. So the problem is even deeper. This is not only about the recognition of language in the 8th schedule or something like that. The first question is whether the language is recognized as a language. So if a particular language is not at all recognized as a language, that's the major problem. Getting the rights to the language is something else. See, when we are fighting for human rights, I want to have the right to express, right to assembly, right to so many things. But first, I should be recognized as a human being, right? Yeah. So in India, the major problem is you are not at all a language. You are dialect of some other language, or you don't exist. Bhojpuri, Angika, Magahi, Bajjika, Kosali, Garwali, Komani, there are so many languages, I couldn't list it. And there are other languages somewhat recognized. The names are recognized in the academic world. For example, like Badagu or Tulu or Kodaangi. At least they recognize in the academic world. Okay, these are the Dravidian languages, these are Indo-Aryan languages, these are Mundari languages and all. But when it comes to constitution, they don't even think about these categories in the linguistic world. In linguistics, yes, many languages are recognized. But when it comes to political, these languages are not at all recognized as languages. That's even major problem. So getting rights is one thing, getting a recognition as a language itself. A language is language. You are not recognized. So in the Saketya Academy shelf, this is unrecognized language. Can you believe anywhere in the world this kind of shame thing will happen? A Saketya Academy is listing some languages as unrecognized. What are you saying? Santhali is unrecognized. Santhali or Mundari, Binjal, these are the sons of the soil. They worked for entire India. They are the ones who developed the original culture of this country. And you say you are unrecognized and I am recognized. This is apathy to the core. This is a discrimination to the core. This is undemocracy to the core. We are fighting this discrimination. That is very important. It is not about just, if you are just adding your Kosali language in schedule, what will happen? Nothing will happen. Because we Tamils know it. Just adding your name in the list, nothing will happen. But even that useless thing in the schedule 8 is not given to you. That's the politics, that's you have to understand. So when your language is not recognized, even in the list which doesn't have any value, except the Saketya Academy issuing publications and giving you the Saketya Academy award, there is no other purpose for this 8th schedule. You have to rewrite the entire constitution. But even that list is not given to you, the place in the list. That's even bigger problem. So there are 2 major issues. I said one is about equality, another one is about rights. So how to change? So clear, as a very clear view. This can be changed only through the unity of the people. No single language, no single state will fight and change the scenario. In Tamil Nadu, we were fighting for language equality for almost 100 years now. We sacrificed more than 500 people. We changed the course of Tamil politics, but still we were not able to win the game. Nobody can do it on their own. Only the people of India and change this discrimination, change this order of domination, you will not win the war. So we want to united, whether it is scheduled languages, non-scheduled languages, or civilized languages, uncivilized languages. I don't even like the words, but that is what the newspaper are using. Or tribal languages or languages of state. What is this? Languages or languages? You are dreaming in any language. As long as you can dream in your language, that is language. So, despite all these discriminative words and all, only by unity we can change this order. To do that, we have to build a language movement in every language and also a federation of organizations like CLEAR to be more vocal in the public sphere, and that cannot be happening generally unless each and every language representative movements are fighting in their own land and also coming together. This twin approach, fighting in your own land and also fighting together. When these two comes together, I think probably we can change this order. So I will request each one of you and also representatives of various language here. 2024 is going to come, and the political demands will always be somewhat here during the elections, right? That is during the elections. So please make sure, I am requesting this to all language people, let us make this language equality and rights issues, all issues, whether it's scheduled or non-scheduled languages or any language, as one of the core political issues of your community. Unless it has become part of the political discourse among parties, in the media, among so many other academia and other places, it is very difficult to make a success because you need political power for it. And political power will come only by political engagement. If you simply sit aside and conducting this kind of program once in a year, every February 21st, we gather somewhere in India and run this kind of programs are okay. But this is only a point of some gathering. But in 2024, when the elections are coming near, if you are making your political demand based on your language demand, I think you will go one step forward. To do that and to make a move from CLEAR point of view, also from the on behalf of CLEAR Tamil Nadu, we pledge our support to the Coastal movement, and we request we'll work together. And Tamil Nadu has been always in the forefront of language rights movement, and all of you know that our Chief Minister Mr. MKStalin is always in the forefront of supporting the language movements and supporting the autonomy movements, federalism and all. So we are all with you, but two people are not sufficient. Let's make a pledge together that we will bring more people into the fold and will march towards until we succeed in this demand. Let all languages be equal. Let the rights to be voted. Thank you.